Testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. Okay, we're good. Hold on, let me just check, make sure. Testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. Alright, I know I haven't typically been uploading a lot, but I thought I'd come back for a bit. What am I possibly doing next? Including this whole Y brand situation with YouTube, to where people from different states of their channels getting either age restricted, copyright claimed, and just outright just unfairness to the extremist point, and I think it's time for the discussion of it. Meanwhile, I think YouTube as a great platform is not something like that. YouTube's been around for years. It's faced many battles and all types of shit before it got into Google's hands and whatnot, but that's not my point. The point is where nowadays creators don't get recognized. The people that come from absolutely nothing are put out as outcasts. Even the famous ones that are high top tier creators on YouTube that have built their foundation from the ground up and worked so hard to get where they're at, most of them don't even get recognized, or they just get pushed aside whenever YouTube seems fit, or whenever YouTube deems them worthy to be on their platform. And I don't think that's just fair, in my opinion. As a creator, both on Twitch and YouTube, I think that the differentiation between YouTube and Twitch is that YouTube has a wide brand of systems that each video or each stream that temporarily systematic waypoints to where they have to go in there and look at your stuff before they put it out, to keep their their name clear, to keep their image clean, and not have nothing go wrong, because they want to be a platform that's fit for everyone. But there's so many creators creating accounts and everything. I think it's really hard for YouTube to possibly manage everything so far. I think it's a half-half situation between both the creators and YouTube themselves, to where you know that YouTube can't do it all. I know they're a big platform and everything, but you have to understand this is not only a great service and a great platform and a dream job to work on. It's also something that was created by two people that had a dream. Anything in general, to have some people enjoy what entertainment was on there before Google got a hold of it. Google saw what junk that YouTube was doing, and they put everything in their power into it. It's probably why Google is so famous now. It's because not only for their web browser, but for the accusations that they had applied to them whenever they had enough money to buy those companies. I think that most of the things that Google has bought has been, very nice, I guess. I don't know what Google is always up to. All I know is that they typically have. Well, I don't think Google's corrupt. No, might seem, I don't know, sketchy nowadays. I don't think a lot of people know that Google actually said that I guess third parties were using information from their stuff and their sources and whatnot. And I was thinking in my head, I was like, damn, that's actually kind of crazy. I never knew that Google was having to stay silent just so they could, keep their company upon balance. That shit's kind of crazy. I mean, I don't think they had a choice but to stay silent and let other third parties view the stuff on people of society. But I don't know what's going on behind the scenes at Google. I do know that they need to get their shit together, or else their whole company could fall out of balance. If they're not careful now, if they're not careful, I can see how they manipulate things to make it seem like, hey, you're not doing anything wrong, but the system sees you're doing stuff wrong, so we have to point that mess out. And I think it's something that needs to be worked on, and perhaps to think that maybe they're not in the wrong. Maybe there's a lot of shit that's going on behind the scenes that we don't know about over at Google, and that's why YouTube hasn't been the same lately. But I don't know. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I mean, I have the brains and shit, but I'm not Albert Einstein. I don't know every damn thing. But I think that what needs to happen, I'll say this, and then I think I'm going to take care of more stuff or whatever. Because apparently my stuff is fucked or whatever, to where I can't talk to you guys fully or whatever. It's only broadcasting my fucking mic audio again. My shit's skewed. But I think what needs to happen is this. YouTube needs to build a new foundation of verification and standpoint. Using the same old system you've used since way back when is not going to help you continue building a better platform for your creators. I think nowadays people are catching on to what YouTube has been doing these past few years or whatever, and I think it's about time for them to renovate their systems, or basically renovate their company, to where there is not only just wide brand stuff for a certain type of people who create stuff on YouTube, but for every single one that does shit on YouTube. Excuse my language. But that's just the way I think it should be. Everything should be equalized. If there's something wrong, tell us, rather than doing shady businesses behind our backs and we don't know what the hell you're doing unless we ask you. And then when we do ask you, you barely give us any context of why these problems are happening. There's no cooperation. You're supposed to cooperate. As creators on a platform that have money generating from that platform, your job is to cooperate with those people that make your company money. And if you're not putting any effort into that source, then you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And that's where it lies at. People are hurting because of the stuff that the YouTube system has been amplified by. I don't know for sure what happened with Corey. I know for a fact that his stuff got age restricted for no apparent reason. It was just a scene in a video game that had no real life sustainability, and none of it was real, it was just a game that was based off a horror genre. And I think YouTube saw this stuff that was happening in the game and thought, well, Corey's a good person to look at because his whole stuff is based off playing either horror games or different things. We'll take a look at what people are talking about within this game and see what's happening on there. So I bet you YouTube went through his whole video, saw the scene that had the YouTube, please don't get me for this, but something relation or correlation to suicide. I won't get too much into it because I don't want this video to get age restricted or this stream to get age restricted as well. But it was a scene and stuff, and that got age restricted. And Corey's like, "Why didn't you just tell me that that scene had something that you didn't like in it, and I could have took it out?" You know, there was just no cooperation. It was just you're getting age restricted. Period. That's all we can tell you is that you're getting age restricted. And there's not been too many videos to where Corey has been age restricted because, frankly, he doesn't cuss. So I don't see why they would be age restricting him if there was nothing wrong with his content in general. Now, I understand if you have problems with things that are implemented into our videos, but you can't do the things that you do and be like, we have this junk on you. We have this mess on you as well. You're doing bad things. And you're not giving any context to what the bad things are. And that is the problem. If there's no cooperation, there is no help. There is no, anything. If there's no cooperation between the creators and the business itself. And I think that's where it lies at. There's just too much favoritism, too much just it's absurd in my opinion to where big creators that have been on the platform for a long time are like the shepherds of YouTube. They can get away with things pretty easily. They can maneuver around things that you wouldn't expect them to maneuver around, period. It's just a shady business. And I hope Google realizes that and it's like, okay, then we need to fix some things because apparently you guys aren't doing your job. And whoever is on this policy team, I hope you're watching this, and I want to let you know that you guys are bad people. You're really bad people. And I think you should stop using your brain. And when I say your brain, I mean your opinions. I need you to turn them off because that is the reason why stuff is happening to this day. Your opinions are derogatory to where you are doing stuff you shouldn't be doing without the consent of other higher ups within the company. So whether or not you're doing this for either one, because you don't like the person in generality or what they stand for, two, you're doing it because maybe you feel like, I don't know, political standpoints point to a direction that you don't like the person politically. Or the only third reason I could come to is that you don't like your job. That's the only thing I could possibly think of. I really love this platform, but I think if this platform doesn't actually get fixed, I don't know where I stand at. I might have to leave YouTube if this can't get fixed because I don't want to leave YouTube. Best believe I don't want to leave YouTube. But if this situation can't get fixed, I could be at risk of being my stuff getting age restricted and my channel getting terminated, and I don't have a future in YouTube or just content creation in general if I don't have a YouTube channel. So, who knows? But I thought I would shed a little light on this topic at hand because so many people are talking about it, and I was like, you know what? It's about time I talk about it as well because it's such a serious issue. People's money and their lives are being at risk, and their jobs are being at risk, all because of a unfair and very biased system that is within the policy team at YouTube. And hopefully they can get resolved. If not, who knows what may happen next to YouTube. I'm not sure. But I just hope for the best for YouTube. I care about the platform, and I'm hoping for the best. But until then, I really don't know what to say. In generality, I think that YouTube needs to work on a lot of things, and hopefully they can do that. If not, oh well, there's not much a lot of creators can do, especially if you're a big higher up in YouTube. Maybe somebody could say something like, hey, this really isn't right. I think you should really take a look at this and see what you can do, because not only is this hurting me, but this is hurting a lot of other creators that love this platform and enjoy what they do. They're getting hurt in the process as well. So, that's all I'm going to talk about for that topic. I thought I'd do a little live stream, a little bit of gameplay to... This is probably going to be my last game on Rocket League, so let's hope we can do good before I have to end this video or live stream or whatever you want to call it. This might be turned into a video anyway, because I'm not streaming for a whole hour. I'm planning on doing a few things and maybe getting some rest. But needless to say, I think YouTube can go in the right direction. Now, I do want to get on the topic of Twitch, because what the hell is going over there on at Twitch? Dude, I heard that somebody was doing some crazy things on Twitch. And dude, how did a girl have sex on Twitch and not get banned or indefinitely banned, but somebody could have a jokingly mattered, thing that they did on. You guys take your job way too seriously. I think you need to relax. There's not too much things that go on behind Twitch. I think the main reason why Twitch has gotten the way it is because Twitch has a lot of favoritism as well, and they're just strictly fucking racist. I'm sorry, but YouTube, I don't think YouTube is forbiddenly racist, but I think they're racist in some ways. Twitch is just outright fucking racist. I mean, they're racist, they're favoritism, they're sexist, they're most likely they're just hypocrites, and I think that shit needs to be fixed. Why have a platform with a whole bunch of good content creators and good stuff that have benefits to your platform if you're not going to give them the respect and dignity and everything that they possibly deserve? Because they're helping you make money. Without all those people that are helping you make money, you're screwed. I mean, what else could you say? You know what I mean? Like, you're doing all this stuff for what? For what? Like, it can't be because you want any clarity or or you want any, like, substantial thing to do with your brand. You're just having a hard time having problems with stuff you didn't think were going to be on the platform, and that's the problem. It's the same thing with YouTube. They cannot do it all, and if they had more people, maybe if they had more workers that could mandatory see everything that happens over at Twitch. Bro, it took, I don't know how long for someone that did something so crazy and shit. It took them so long for them to get banned. It took them, I think, about a month and 5 days to get banned because they were still live streaming and they had clips of the person doing some crazy shit on camera because their camera wasn't turned off. And I'm over here sitting like, bro, Gideon got banned for some jokingly shit that he did. Like, dude, no. There's no way you're going to get mad at somebody for doing something jokingly and they didn't have any real intentions behind it. They just do it for fun or whatever. They don't do it because, I mean, it could help them, who knows? But you can't sit there and be biased between your fucking creators. That just doesn't make fucking sense. Like, why would you be biased to one similar community and have hate for the other community? That just doesn't make sense in my opinion. And I think the communities in question are the Poggers community and the WL community. Look, I'm sorry, but the Poggers community, I have to say this shit. You can cancel me, say what you want to about me. The Poggers community are hypocrites, which has failed to what it's become. And I'm sorry if you think that I'm going to sit here and be nice and cordial. No. You people are the main reason why Twitch is the way it is now. Somebody had to fucking say it, and I'll be the one to say it. The Poggers community is the main reason why Twitch is going downhill. And they're just the same things that I listed that Twitch are. And most definitely, the worst thing about the Poggers community is they're fucking cringe. Most of the shit that you say on a daily basis is the most cringiest shit I've ever heard in my whole entire life, dude. I've been living on this stupid ass planet for 20 fucking years, and I've never heard the most substantial shit that's been said in the Poggers community. And I'm just, I'm surprised. I'm more shocked than surprised. I'm more surprised than I am shocked, because, I mean, let's be honest. Who the hell's gonna stop them, right? I mean, that's just the way it is, bro. I mean, they're not gonna be stopped. They're gonna continue doing what they want when they want to, and Twitch is gonna have their back. That's just the way it is. You can't tell me how Speed and Gideon and fucking Josh almost got fucking banned for stupid, idiotic shit, bro. I don't understand why people get banned. Josh almost got banned for his profile picture of art that a fan made of him, and he almost got banned for that shit. Tell me how that shit works. Tell me how it works, Twitch. I don't understand. Tell me how you're gonna ban somebody for a person just it shows them screaming in a profile pic. Josh is hyper. We know he is. That's what makes him good on Twitch, is that he's fun to, watch and shit. You can't tell me you were biased. What would you think? That some black men screaming in a profile picture is gonna be scary to other viewers? Are you serious, dude? What? I'm just lost. I'm just lost, and I need help seeing why big people on Twitch are getting banned for the most stupidest shit. And I hope it gets fixed. If not, Twitch is going to go to hell, and there will be no bigger streaming platform than what Twitch used to be. Bro, I think Mixer could have been a better streaming platform than what Twitch could have been. And Mixer failed because they didn't have the shit that they needed, but they were a really good streaming service nonetheless. They just didn't have the tools to do it. Unlike Twitch and YouTube and all these other big streaming platforms, Mixer didn't have it. So what did Mixer do? Get sold to another company. Facebook. Mixer got bought by Facebook. And then Mixer transformed into Facebook Gaming. Facebook Gaming is doing a better fucking job than Twitch. And that shit is crazy. I've watched streamers on Facebook Gaming do better than most of the people I see on Twitch. And that's just being really honest. You wouldn't even need the game on the platform. You could just stream and do whatever the hell you wanted to, as long as you weren't hurting yourself or harming or saying some crazy shit. You'd be fine. But that's just not the case on Twitch. Dude, I could read for 2 seconds on Twitch and somebody would find a reason to hate me. Just the way it is. But I'm out. I had to say what I had to say and shit. Get this off my chest because I'm angry about it too, as much as everybody is on the platform. But I'll probably make a video on Twitch as well. Who knows? But for right now, I'm done. It's been your boy Dynamite. I gotta get some rest. Just do me a favor and watch your back when it comes to YouTube. It ain't safe out here anymore like it used to be.